I'm going to show you a video that I shot a couple weeks ago when I replaced this water pump in a 2007 Mazda 6. Turns out the leak wasn't in the water pump, but in the water pump housing. Here's the new water pump on the old water pump housing. Once I disconnected the hose, this black plastic piece fell right off. You can see where it snapped off. So the water pump and the housing can only be purchased from the dealer or from Amazon.com are the only two places I could find it. Your typical auto parts stores did not carry this part. So I've got a link down in the comments on where you can buy the water pump and the housing from Amazon for less than $50. This part is available at O'Reilly's. Here's your part number. And now to the video on how to replace the water pump. Here's everything I learned about replacing the water pump in a 2007 Mazda 6 cylinder. Here's our new water pump. Note 3 bolts are longer than the others. I've already taken the car apart, kind of threw it back here so you guys can see how this works. You got to remove your engine cover, 3 screws or 3 bolts, 10 millimeter. Take that off. You want to get your air cleaner out of the way. Disconnect here. Disconnect this cable. Undo the clamp back here, lift this up, and just pull it to the side, that way you don't have to disconnect that hose. The next part, 2 12 millimeter bolts on front and back, and this just lifts out of the way. And then you want to pull off your 2 radiator hoses, so you can pull those to the side. The big problem I had was this pulley blocked 2 of the bolts. So it's out of the way. Blocked 2 of the bolts, so I had to go to O'Reilly's and get a pulley puller. So I just put it up there to show you how that was on. I used a 5/8 socket right here, and then inserted the puller into the socket. The first time I tried it, I was going in here and just shredding metal. And the puller I used was this one. And I just put that socket on like that. If your belt is bad or cracked, you want to make sure you change it at this time. And the reason I had to take that pulley off was this bolt here and this one was blocked. There was no way that you was going to be able to get that pulled out without taking the pulley off. It also made it easier to get access to some of the bolts on the bottom. So there we have it. You can also, I guess, replace this piece. I've seen where that also can crack and cause problems. Alright, got it back together. Found out it was easier to put the belt on as I was putting the pulley back on. And to put it back on, I just used 3 washers and a bolt that I had laying around. And put that in there and just tighten it down, and it slowly slid on. So I think we're ready to get going here.